This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.
As we continue the Geelong Junior Football and Netball show and our segment addressing Read the Play program and its importance in its support mechanisms as far as awareness of mental health issues, drugs and alcohol in the world of junior football and netball. And this week in Geelong, unfortunately, further statistics indicate that we have to be on the job, more aware, more understanding and more proactive in developing our processes with our juniors. Mental awareness, particularly this week in Geelong, has become a very significant matter, and unfortunately, well, let's hope that we can continue on the positive Read the Play. Joining us this morning, our special guest on the couch, a lady, yes, who puts a lot of work in the world of junior football and Auskick. She's a junior coordinator at the Belmont Lions Football Club. It's a very good morning to Julie Armstrong.
Good morning, Graham. How are you today?
Fit as a fiddle. Feel
Very
like
good.
being a bit of a... It'd be nice to be under 14 and under 16 out there in the cold, frosty mornings tomorrow morning.
Yes, it'll be good.
Hope you're enjoying your breakfast at home as you're watching the Geelong Junior Football and Netball show. Julie, the Belmont Lions have been a very proactive club in the world of junior development, and you are highly regarded as a strong aficionado of the Geelong Junior Football Coordination. Now, you've taken on both Auskick and the juniors out at Belmont Lions. A big job.
It is. It's been a huge job, actually, but it's one well worth it to bring up more kids into the footy world. It's just been fantastic to see some of the kids come through from Auskick right through to under 16s. You know, we've got under 10s, 12s, 14s, 16s plus Auskick, and it's just worthwhile seeing their faces get their first goal, get their, you know, it's just fantastic.
And on the in addition to that, you're also a mother of two young teenagers who are also involved in the Belmont Lions Footy Club.
I am. My daughter, she's 15. Taylor, she plays under 15 netball, and Matthew, he's under 16 vice captain for the Belmont Lions. He's also an Auskick coach, which he relishes. He loves it. Loves the club.
And of course, viewers, to complete the family scenario of the Armstrong involvement of the Belmont Lions, we've got Craig Van Dam Armstrong, who has a role at the club.
We have his grounds manager plus my support down there. I wouldn't have been able to do the role if it wasn't for Craig coming down, helping me out, and just been fantastic. So
and the nickname Van Dam's very applicable. Well structured, well structured.
Yes.
Julie, the Read the Play program, in conjunction with your involvement with Auskick and the junior football and your daughter playing junior netball, from a parental viewpoint, first of all, how important do you see that program?
Oh, it's, to be quite honest, it's the most fantastic program that has ever been available to kids, parents. It's vital with what's going on in the world today. You've got cyberbullying, you've got drugs, you've got alcohol, there's peer group pressure too. You've just got so much pressure for these kids, and to get help for them, it puts parents' minds at ease. It really does.
And at the Belmont Lions Football Club, how effective the role of the mentor training, which you've partaken in yourself as well. I mean, to act as a mentor, to have the confidence of the children, the youth, let's say, coming to you with their problems, and then pass it on to the experts if they need the further advice. The process is a strong one.
It is. It's a very strong one. And I will admit, at Belmont, we've actually got a wealth of people there that do help. We've got people who are actually in the roles of community health mental services that we talk to all the time. We've got Watherong, which are fantastic. They help us as well. And also the kids. I mean, to walk into the footy ground and to say, you know, a kid coming up and saying, "Hi, Julie, how you going?" and talking to you, and you talk to them like they're your own children, they're your friend and that, and they have a lot of confidence in talking to Craig, myself, Brett Gillum, who's my other junior coordinator, their coaches. It's just fantastic to see kids are able to come and trust us with their problems and to help understand with what is actually going on in their heads. And so it's really forthcoming for them to come up and speak to us.
Because viewers, part of the bottom line philosophy of Read the Play is one that I've always respected and was taught. Everyone needs someone to talk to, and that's a very important underlying factor in the basis of Read the Play. Julie, one of the features down at the Belmont Lions, particularly in your Auskick program, is that you've got underage footballers from the under-16s, I understand, that act as coaches in the Auskick. So you've got that mental development really starting at a young age.
We have the two boys that do it. One is my son Matt, and another one is the other vice captain for under-16s, Brent Vermeulen. The kids just love them, absolutely love them. They talk to them as they are kids, and they treat them as humans. And the parents that just say to us all the time, you know, how good is it that the kids come down and want to help the other kids, and you see the kids with some of the Oz kickers, they see Matt or Brent and they want to come watch them play, and it's just a very, very good vibe down there. It's just fantastic.
And I understand before we came on air, we were talking about some of the good stories, even when some of those coaches have been injured during their games. They've got get well cards from their Auskick kids.
They have. Matt was in hospital with his appendix over the holidays, and they were just writing cards to him all the time, and it's just fantastic. It's just a very good. Well, I'm hoping that to start it off in Auskick, and it will go right through to senior football eventually. That the kids, you know, the loyalty of the club and friendship of the club, and just the friendliness of it all. You know, we do say that we are a family environment ground and all that. So we just hope it just goes right through.
And that's the picture we're building, viewers, is the fact that there is camaraderie and a development of being able to talk to each other from a younger age group through to the older age group about problems associated with day-to-day living. And as I said at the start of this segment, it hasn't become more aware than this week in Geelong, and the world of mental awareness, the world of drugs and alcohol at such an important age. It is very, very important for you younger people to have the confidence to be able to go and talk to somebody. It may not be your parents. We'd like to think it would be your parents, but in some cases it may not be. But here at the Belmont Lions, we've got an excellent example of a club structure that has the ability of the junior netballers and footballers right down to Auskick level to be able to talk to people they respect and people that they feel they're capable of talking to regarding their problems. Julie, how is the club travelling at junior level?
Very good, actually. Our under-14s are sitting third on the ladder, so they look like they're in finals. Under-16s are just out of the finals. Under-10s and 12s are going strong. So we're getting good numbers, which is fantastic. And just the vibe around the place is just fantastic. They all know each other. They know each other by name, and it's just really good.
The vibe around the place is just fantastic. That's a word from Belmont Lions. And we're on the Belmont Lions. Good morning, Cogs. Thanks very much to Julie Armstrong. And don't forget, read the play, a very important part of junior football and netball.
This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.